Hey guys, so I will be doing a review on the Tokyo Ghoul series Uda figure. I've actually had this figure for quite a long time now, since it's been released in 2015. I just haven't gotten around to doing a figure review of this specific one until now. Uda has actually always been one of my favorite characters, and after the last chapter of the original manga in Tokyo Ghoul, he even heightened to my #1 all-time favorite character next to Juzo. Of course, everyone tries to go with Kaneki, but Uda is always my favorite character, and I feel like he has a lot more complexity, but then again, so do a lot of the characters in Tokyo Ghoul. To not waste any more time, I'm going to dive right into how he actually looks when you actually get him. So here is the exact box you will get once your figure comes in. The outside box design is pretty simple. It has a Tokyo Ghoul logo, has Uda's name on it, and has, of course, multiple pictures of the figure in different angles. If you're not familiar with manufacturing companies of figures, you might mistake the Molto Bene for possibly a tattoo translation of Uda's. I literally read that someone had thought it was a translation of one of his tattoos on the box, but in reality it's a manufacturing company who specifically made this figure. Now when you finally get Uda out of his plastic, he literally only consists of 3 pieces: the chair, his main body, and the Kaneki mask that he holds in his hand. I think the painters did an excellent job with Uda's tattoos. All the details are still there, and even his hands are extraordinary to look at. To sit him properly on the chair, you have to put the 2 pegs in line with the 2 holes on his bottom to have him properly sit on the chair and connect. With a little push, he should be able to just sit properly on his chair. It literally wasn't difficult at all to put him on the chair. Third part of the figure is actually Kaneki's mask, and you will place it in his left hand for him to hold to complete the figure. I did have a tiny bit of a hard time putting Kaneki's mask on his fingers due to the fact that his fingers don't have a proper hook for Kaneki's mask, but if you literally just place him down and then hook the mask on without tilting him, it should hook on fairly easily, and then from there you could adjust it a little bit and it should fit and stay there. Now when I actually read reviews about this figure, there was a ridiculous amount of negativity towards it. I read about hatred towards his chair that he sits on, which is ridiculous to me. I also read about how the tattoos that I actually enjoy, other people hated because they thought it was too light on his skin. Another thing that people commented on was the fact that it was very muted colors rather than bright and vibrant colors. But I think that's the error in their thoughts. Uda is a very muted colored kind of person. He is about dark tones. He is a light colored skinned man, or ghoul as I would say. And so I don't really understand what other kind of vibrant colors they were looking for when he himself is a very dull black and white kind of character. Some people also complained of how he was too expensive for their likings, especially due to their thoughts that he had lack of details. But right once it came out, it was only around $100. I'm not saying that that included shipping. I don't know how much shipping was at that time, especially depending on which supplier you bought it from. But he was around $100 at that time. Now he's going for about $120, and that isn't too much of an influx in his value over time. $20 isn't that bad. But some people really were upset that he would cost $100 or more when they thought that his details weren't there. Now I'm saying this as a person who has bought overpriced figures when you could have bought it cheaper, or I thought that they should have gone cheaper. I don't think Uda actually is priced wrong. His details are there. I think his tattoos are there. It's not like they completely screwed up and decided to not do his tattoos at all and remove his character. It's just some people didn't like, I guess, the coloring of it, or of how it lacked all of its blackness in the tattoos, when you have to understand that's also a small area of space to just keep hitting black ink with. It's ridiculously hard to get that black paint or ink or whatever they use to get onto the figure, and especially on his hands. I can't be begging for more when it's already amazing enough for what I've seen. Something I do have to admit though is that I did buy the Uda figure when it was completely on sale and brand new. The supplier I bought it from was having a special, and so I actually got it for around $60 to $70, not including shipping. So I did luck out and I got it for a cheaper deal, and that might upset people saying that, oh, you got it cheaper so your opinion doesn't matter at this point. But I would have still gone out of my way to pay over $100 for the Uda figure, especially being a fan of the series. You know, I let go of how the anime for the Tokyo Ghoul series sucked, and I relied completely on the manga. I don't understand why fans can't let go of how his tattoos aren't black enough, supposedly. This is completely my opinion. I know not a lot of people might share it with me, especially since I read a shit ton of comments that went against what my train of thought was. But it is my opinion, and I just wanted to put it out there and possibly ask anyone who's watching, what's your opinion on the Uda figure? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you have anything else to point out that I missed maybe? I would love to hear it in the comment section below.